5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
It's a man's world. Oh my God, where did he go? He's not here. Oh my Lord, have mercy. What happened to this thing? God, these people, I pay them thousands upon thousands of dollars. All right, everybody, happy Friday. You're here, you're on Live with me, the 4 p.m. show. People around the globe, around the world, wherever you are, we're glad you're here. It's Friday, and we're here to have some fun, chill out, see what kind of plans we have. I'm sitting here enjoying, it is hot, steamy, and just torpor here in New York. It's smoggy. It just looks like I'm back in the 70s again. It's really cruddy out there and hot as sin. And as you know, when sin is hot, it kind of tempts you to temptation, right? So, looking here, news of the day, we have showbiz strike. Strikes have crippled the acting industry. Actors picket and fight AI rights, which is a good thing because think about it. With AI, someone could hypothetically take me and clone me. And God knows what the world would do with two of me roaming around. I think they have enough problems with one. And it's just, what can I tell you? I don't know. So, an interesting good news. Let's see. Well, this is good news if you were decapitated. A man's head was reattached, a young man's head, after a horrible accident. The guy was decapitated, and they've hooked him back up. I, I don't mean to be funny, but gosh, I mean, that sounds pretty wacky. I hope he doesn't have like a speech impediment or something. I don't know. It sounds quite frightening. God, I'm glad he's okay, or I hope he's okay. Let's see. It says that the warm weather is causing people to become more violent. I'm shocked, having lived in Florida and seen what people in Australia do and all the other fun places. Um, okay, so while I'm sitting here, hold on. I'm trying to get another Mandy. Here you go. I have to send over an invite because somebody's banging on the door. Come on in. All right. So, in other news, I have a really nice guest here today. She's back in our dressing room, sipping champagne, putting on her face, smiling and laughing, wondering what kind of show she's gotten herself into. But we're gentle and we're nice and it's fun and it's PG most of the time, except when it isn't. But do our best to be gentle. I don't know what all these things, there's stuff popping into my mailbox. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to deal. So let's see. Photos of Prigozhin sitting in his underpants leaks online. I don't want to see this old Russian dude sitting around in his grungy, stanky, whitey tighties, man. That sounds nasty. And why that's a news story is beyond me. Oh, and here we have news from Detroit, where one of my hosts, co-hosts rather, is from Detroit. I'm wondering, Irish, have you been doing anything bad up there? It says a Detroit police commissioner resigned after being caught in a car with a prostitute. I'm shocked. That's the way it is up in Detroit, man. That's
In
just how they roll.
Detroit, you're kidding.
See, I've told you there's like all kinds of, great stories out there. There's a 486-legged creature found in an LA park, and it's not Harvey Weinstein. Let's see what this is all about. We
Wait,
know
how
where
many
he
legs?
is.
How many legs was that? I missed that.
486 to be precise. It has a predator-style head, the greenish
Ew.
translucence of a glow-in-the-dark toy in daylight, and it weaves through the soil as elegantly as me fucking up a piano part on a really important track. Yeah, like an embroidery needle. Look at this. First, we've had people with tails this morning. Now we got it's
Wait,
like
where
the
is that? I'm
ultimate
gonna look that up.
slimy thing.
Where?
It's an Archamax. It's in the LA 486 legged creature found
Nice.
in LA area park. You find all kinds of shit in an LA area
I
park,
want to
trust me.
show my son that. He would think that's really interesting. He
I'll tell
loves
you what,
looking at bugs.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'll send it to you. That way you can
Nice.
show him. He'll think that's cool. That's definitely something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've had two guests we're going to have on today. Guest number
Nice.
one, we went through a fairly arduous sound check, and we're getting all kinds
Beautiful.
of weird, like telefunken communications, as I would call them, or just fucking communications gone bad. So enough about the
Scientologists.
486 leather.
Scientologists.
When I lived in Florida, I had those guys after me, man. They plied me with women, wine, and song. I'm telling you, I
I'm
almost came out like
intending
one of
on
these
having
guys.
them get. Yeah.
My name is Neil. You're on the Live with Neve show. Now I have to go back into Hunter Biden. Dad, about that bag of blow. I'm sorry. I know that that's really tasteless, and the poor
No,
guy's
I
fighting
mean,
a
it's what
drug
it
problem.
is. You're not
Who's this?
wrong.
Gina? Gina? Why are you asking if it's the right page, love? You're here. LA is in the house. All right, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby. The girls, man, I'm telling you, between her and Toby, I'm living vicariously. I'm gonna have to move back out there for a week or two just to
Nice.
go
Nice.
clubbing for a week, you know?
Excellent.
God,
Excellent.
there's so much going on out there. I really, having that whole health bullshit come up, the week of NAM was just like the worst. God, my
Yeah.
ass is still burning from that.
Yeah. You
That
were
was gonna
looking
be
forward to
fun.
that. Yeah, that sucks.
That was gonna be good. Okay, so in other news, um, there's really not the guy with the head. That was good. Getting his head replaced. I could see that would be good. We got the Russian guy who's supposed to be the leader. Putin's got a picture of him in underwear, which just sounds grody, and then you got the Detroit police commissioner.
So?
But here's
So?
one. Whoa, where
So?
does this stuff come from? Oh, the serial killer out in Long Island has been captured. That's good. The guy got busted by a pizza box, a belt, and his Tinder account. You gotta
No.
see this dude,
Nice.
man. He
I
looks
don't
like
know
serial
about
killer's
this.
central casting, man.
Really?
If they sent him over, I'd be like packing my nine and just checking it out, you know.
I'm
Tuck it in the back.
sorry.
You gotta make sure with a guy like him, you know, you always carry a drop gun because he
I didn't even know of this story. I feel like I live under a rock. What
10
happened?
victims. And, you know, unless you're a
Crazy.
prostitute or an escort, you'd have no reason to know about this creepy bastard out on Long Island. He's like one of probably dozens out there, you know.
Mm,
Farther out on the island you get, the more crazy and wacky they get. It's like
yeah,
where
yeah.
Weinstein and all those guys like to hang around. Their tastes are just, let's say, a little more esoteric than most of us. I don't know, me, little candlelights and Coltrane, and I'm off to the races. But some people need a little more stimulation, I guess. I don't know. Call me silly.
uh,
I'm glad I grew up in the 70s, man.
yeah.
No cameras,
I,
no parental supervision. You remember you
I
could just leave
know.
your parents back then and say, get the fuck out of the house and don't come back till dark. You're like, oh, okay. We're going to take the bus to New York. Oh, that'll be fun. I never forget telling my parents, they said, where have you been all day? Oh, I said, I took the train in, went to the city, went to the Museum of Natural History, hung out, bought some weed from some dirty guys down on the avenue in front of the Port Authority, got ripped
Nice.
off, big banana flavored joints that were horrible to the taste. You're young kids, you don't know how good you've got it today. Got all these, you know, great strains and it's legal. In our day, we had
You
to
go
walk
into the
300 miles
store.
to our
How
distributor and walk
crazy is
back
that?
backwards.
You go into
Yeah,
the store. Like someday there'll be kids that haven't experienced like gotta, yeah.
right.
Like you
The
couldn't
evil
go into a
demon,
store. A
the
store?
demon weed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, there's some fun going on here. Tucker Carlson's going to create a new media company. Well, good for you. Like he ain't got enough money. If I was one of these guys and like Fox News said, "You're gone," and you've got like $100 million or whatever in the bank,
Yeah.
I don't need to come into the city every day to do news. I don't even want to come in here in my office and do it. I just sit on my deck in Maine,
Yeah.
have my friends fly up. We'd play some music. We'd hang out. I don't know. We'd order in. It's kind of hard in Maine, but in the summer you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I like it. I just, you know what? I
Fire up
really
the
need
grill.
fire up the Barbie, man. Get some of our Australian fans to show up, and you know they'll be putting it out. So
Nice.
Today's guest is really cool chick, and
Excellent.
I can tell she's back in our green room going, all right, I'm chilled. I've got to get her a glass of wine. Somebody on the set, please get it over there to her. She just needs and a glass of water with some lime, not lemon, wine.
Nice.
Got to make sure we keep these guests in good
That's
company,
right.
feeling
That's
right.
right.
A little massage in the neck, as long as it's not a Weinstein touchy-feely thing,
Yeah, I
You
was
ever
gonna
met
say
somebody
that
like
looks
that who
like
just walks up to you and they start doing shit like that? I'm always kind of like, get away from me, dude.
the
I don't know
creepy
you.
uncle massage.
Yeah, the Uncle Kirby stuff. Oh man, every family's got one. My solution to that is I just get him wicked drunk and put him out on the porch so he falls asleep. I know how to deal with these people. I'm a doctor. I've seen it all. We handle him. We're gonna medicate him. We must get the anesthesia, please. I'm putting on the gloves.
That's right.
We're going in.
No.
I'm still coming back though. In all this crazy talk before the next break, we got 2 minutes to go. The question is, can airline seating get any worse? Yeah, they could take fucking old Sparky from Florida, the electric chair. They fried up Bundy, and they could set that in rows. That's how we get it worse. That's like flying on
That's
Allegiant.
inventive.
One of these fucked up regional airlines that's like so cheap. They dropped me off on the tarmac in Orlando once. See ya. I go inside thinking I'm on like Spirit. That was what it was. It was the worst experience of my life. It was like I was possessed by Satan at the gate. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not getting home tonight? And then I go up into my usual, hey man, I want a voucher, dude. This is fucking lame. No vouchers. They handed me a meal ready to eat from like World War II with this green fucking lumpy thing. It said MRE meal refused by Ethiopians or Eritreans or somebody. I don't know. Flying is just such a horror show these days.
Yep.
Like we were talking this morning, man. I say we get a bus, take the show on the road, drive. It's the friendly skies. Think of me driving the bus.
I don't know.
Doesn't get any better. Five
What's your,
5 years sober. I've driven a bus before. I have many skills.
yeah.
When you're flying on meal airlines,
Nice.
we were talking earlier too about going on a little tour. Well, that looks like something's happening. Smaller than I would hope for, but a little time on the road. So that's good. I'm getting internet connections here. So today's guest, people, is really excellent. You're going to like her music. She's going to play some live stuff. And at some point, who knows, maybe I'll play a clip of her recorded stuff. This chick is really cool. So we're going to go to a break really quick. And I like her story. I want to ask her more about it. She's lived up in the wild north country of Alaska and Canada, it appears. Girl from the North Woods, where it's cold in the winter. I
Nice.
kind of like that kind of stuff. So let's see who we're going to have for today's. Oh, we got to get Gone Country hats in here. And
Get
remember,
your hat.
you need a hat, you want a Gone Country hat. Or it can look like an Amishman. Or no, maybe I'm a Hasidic. Oh, yes. I don't know. At any rate, we're off to the races today. You're on Live with Neve. We'll be right back. I'm Neil from Live with Neve. We have an exciting connection for our veterans, country music fans, and there is something for everyone. Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. That's right, we've partnered with Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. See you soon.
Hey guys, my name's Eli Alger, and I'm here on Live with Neve.
Hi. We don't want that. What? Oh, God, Darren Flynn, he's in Ireland. We haven't played him in weeks. Oh, my God, he's going to come over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is Donna Frost, and I'm live with Neve. See you soon.
What happened?
Like a melting flake of snow.
He's a fine young Irish lad. You could get his albums anywhere that records are sold. In Leprechaun, in Gold.
Hi,
For a whiskey,
I'm
it
Darren
just will do
Flynn,
anything.
a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
Are you now?
I would have said it could
Think about those sheep. Up there in the hills, you get a little of that good
You're
stinking whiskey in you.
bad.
That remember that bah always means no. Just no. God, I don't know. Thinking about the whole, just no. God. So, it's 4:17. We've done through all of our commercial breaks. Now I think we should introduce you to our lovely and talented guest. Hello, Karee J.
Excellent.
Phillips.
Hello.
Hi, Carrie.
How
How
are
you
you today?
doing?
I've got my bubble wrap from the for the bad sheep.
Bad juju.
Oh.
They didn't warn you about our show, I guess. we no, actually we're animal warriors, man. Anybody who's messing around with the sheep, that's just frowned upon here at Live with Headquarters. If we have
I've
somebody
got
from LA
cattle.
fly in, I might ship one to the hotel in New York on Times Square, but that's another thing, you know. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You want to do business. The guy said he wanted a sheep, a case of lobsters, and 2 Great Danes. The guy at the concierge, when I told him what
Sounds
was
like
coming in,
kebabs and spring rolls to me.
yeah, could be. I think we should order in. So tell me, Carrie, how did you get started in the music biz? And you're in Nashville now, but just kind of bring us back to when you were a young, tender lass up in the North Woods, chasing your little Inuits and Inuits and whatever you did. Tell us about your past.
Well, yes, I'm from northern British Columbia on the Alaska Highway, and
All right.
and it is known as the energy capital of the North, and it's also the music capital of the North. So I now live in the music capital of the South. So I've just flipped from one end to the other.
And how would you compare the inhabitants up there to the inhabitants in Nashville?
A lot more space, thank gosh. Man, Nashville's getting so crowded. I love it, but it's a packed in space right now.
I've entertained the notion over the years of perhaps relocating there, and it's crazy what I see all these tract homes, and they're all like $450,000, and they're crap. They're like you could blow a
Oh,
tornado
they're
through them.
coming up. I mean, daily, weekly. Every time
Yeah.
I go in for a show, I'm like, there's a new one.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, it's too
Yeah.
bad, but so you guys, your band, I noticed you've gone over to Europe and stuff.
Yes.
Where are you at now? Are you kind of doing the singer-songwriter thing alone, or are you out with your band, or how's that working these days?
More singer-songwriter, doing,
Mm-hmm.
more writing. And I seen Eli Alger, you just had us.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
doing one of my songs called Honky
All
Tonk
right.
Letter, which I'll do live. But yeah, I was like, hey, there's
I
Eli.
love Eli's a great guy. He really is.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart of a guy, and
Yes, a
he's
great
fun.
entertainer too, yeah.
Absolutely.
Now back where I grew up, yeah, Anne Murray, of course, was the big deal because Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
And but loving every time I heard the Nashville sound, I'm like, I want to get there. And so now I guess I've lived my
How
dream.
did you learn to play organically? Did you just start? Did you have a musical family? How did that start up? Were you just
Well, because
heard
it's
the
the
Beatles?
musical capital of the North, yes, lots of
Mm-hmm.
music. And there's always music around the campfires, and
Mm-hmm.
in our homes. The nights in the North are long in the winter, so there's lots of music to be made. So,
Sure. Great
and
time for
stay-
woodshedding.
Yes.
Definitely.
So, and I started out as part of the Canadian Sweethearts. And we had
Oh.
some hits called,
Yes.
which you might know, the
Mm-hmm.
French song. My Peace River Home is a big one, and it's on my latest CD. That
Uh-huh.
was a gold record for us, and
Right on.
talks about my homeland. So yeah, so then from there I had to learn guitar. So I didn't learn guitar till I was 18.
Really?
So
Wow. So,
And,
what did your
playing
parents
shows.
think when you wanted to go into music? How did your parents deal with that? Back in the 70s, I'm guessing 80s, somewhere around there. And
yeah, just keep
were
going.
they as enthusiastic as my parents? No, I'm
Right,
kidding.
yeah. I needed to get my degree, and then I could go. So I got my
Yeah.
2 years university, and then
Mhm.
I booked it on the road to live my dreams. No, they didn't quite understand it, but it's something
Yeah.
something you got to
Who
do. I don't-
does?
Hey,
It's in the blood.
you seem happy,
Yeah,
well
yeah.
adjusted. You're having fun. What the hell? I mean,
Right.
I survived, and and things are moving up, and I'm on this year will be my 14th tour to Europe, and
Excellent.
so
are you going with the band or is it just solo tour?
Awesome.
I have a band over there called Dark Horse. Yes.
Okay,
and-
I saw them earlier, and
yes, and
I was thinking
so
that's great.
they're awesome. They learn the stuff just like perfection. Every
Perfect.
little note is to the nuance. And all you gotta do is get
Very
up
nice.
and sing. It's
How
perfect.
awesome is that? That's
Yeah.
Bravo,
priceless. Yeah.
bravo. So I'm looking at the Canadian
Got a hair.
sweethearts.
Yeah.
Were you?
Well, you probably will see Bob and Lucille, but I was the new
Yeah.
improved version, so that's all I say.
Oh, okay. Well, we like new and improved. I mean,
Yeah.
looking at Bob and Lucille, they probably
Yeah.
are my parents' age by now, and
Yep.
I'm sure they're lovely
Well,
people. But
both. Yeah. Bob's passed, and I don't know about Lucille, but yeah.
okay. Last I heard, Lucille was running a brothel in Tijuana. I'm not
Yeah,
Oh,
sure,
really?
but
Oh, that
she
Lucille?
just decided she'd make more money than music. She's time to
I
move out of.
heard. Yeah.
It's like get out of Canada, go south, young ladies, and
Yeah.
make bucks. Cool. Well, would you like to play us a song?
I would, and it's one off my latest CD, and it's the
Great.
title cut. And you were talking about red wine, so yes, this is my song towards red wine and a fine feller and a great pair of awesome fitting jeans. You know what I mean? Great jeans.
Gotta have it.
Yep. In that order. So we played along
Excellent.
with red wine, red, white, and blue, but red wine and blue jean girl. So see if
I
you
like it.
I hope you can hear my
Alright.
guitar. So
Oh,
I'm
we can hear
attached
you.
here very closely. I can't move.
Oh, the cats are watching you.
Yeah.
Mine are mysteriously absent. When you start playing, they'll be down.
All right.
All right, we're up.
Light us a fire in the fireplace. Wanna hear your playlist, soft and slow. Full moon is shining, casting shadows. Turn down the lights, pour us a glass of Merlot. I wanna be red wine, blue jean girl. Don't need to buy me diamonds or pearls. Be my one and only, I'll be all yours. True love is worth more than all that money in the world. I wanna be your red wine and blue jean girl. Ah, ah, ah. I see the fire flicker in your eyes. Two hearts are falling, it's a matter of time. I can't control the way I'm melting inside. Hand in hand, your sweet lips on mine. I wanna be red wine and blue jean girl. Don't need to buy me diamonds or pearls. Be my one and only, I'll be all yours. True love is worth more than all that money in the world. I wanna be your red wine and blue jean girl. Love ain't flawless, but if we keep it honest, nothing's as priceless as an unbroken promise. I wanna be your red wine, blue jean girl. Don't need to buy me diamonds or pearls. Be my one and only, I'll be all yours. True love is worth more than all that money in the world. I wanna be your red wine and blue jean girl. Ah, 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 blue jean girl.
Right.
Awesome.
I got some crazy hairs itching my nose here.
Great
Yeah.
voice. Great voice.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Nice
you.
song.
Gorgeous.
and you just came on cold, so you're pretty good for the first time you've ever played that song live.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
first
That's the
time.
first time you ever
I'm
played it
giving her a
live?
hard time, man. No, she's really good. I liked it a lot, and nice
Oh,
tune.
thank you. Thank you.
So, when you
Bumped
write
along.
songs, are they autobiographical sometimes? Are they sometimes just visual, striking objects?
It's
How does it
mainly
work for you?
from most of the time from the heart. It's got to be a part of you to let it
Yeah.
out, you know. So,
Hmm.
and if you got a co-writer, then they add their great,
Sure.
you know,
That's always a
like
good
a
thing to
marriage of
shake things
two.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really does help. I think people who don't co-write really they're not doing it right in the sense that the more you write, the better you'll get, and only way to get
yeah, it
better is
is
more
because your
writing.
words
So,
come quicker too.
and
Your words
yeah,
can
and
come
then
quicker in your brain.
sure,
Yeah,
absolutely,
and
two
so
brains are better than one, especially at my age. God Almighty,
yeah,
they say two
I
heads are
always
better
like
than
it.
one,
Yeah, it's more
but yeah,
fun. You can,
definitely.
play along with each other and that. Yep, I write alone too, but I really enjoy
Mhm.
co-writing.
Well,
It's
I
it's
think that's
fun.
probably really great down in Nashville. The fact that there's so many people, there's like a critical mass of talent who gets together
Well,
to write
yeah,
songs.
and the more you get out there, you get more fingers in the pie because they're working their end, you're working your end, and then your other
Right,
co-writers, so you can get more things stirring up, and it really
right,
does open a lot more doors that way.
uh,
So we all
definitely.
help each other, and we want the best for each other, and so so
Absolutely. Well, what we'll do, can you play another couple of tunes or something? We're going to take a break real quick. Would you like to play another
yeah,
tune or two?
I
I
would
mean,
love to play.
you're here and we're having fun. You seem like a nice person, and we haven't gotten to the
Nice.
health questionnaire or any of the personal questions. Sort of like joining Scientology. It's
Okay.
just come on the
Scientology.
show. Those guys, we were joking about it. It's like, whoa! I lived in Clearwater, or used to play there, and they'd have these guys called the Sea Orgs. If I'm offending any of you Scientologists, guys, please remember this show is supposed to be funny occasionally, and you guys kind of, I tell you, but you run around in a little Coast Guard suit. You don't even make as much money as a private in the military. So come on, guys, up your game. All of you, instead of being in the Sea Org, wearing the stupid uniform, go join the real army. Get out there and do something for the country. Anyway, I digress. I think the good thing is the Scientologists can pay their way. They don't be like, they can do it.
Yeah,
I'm
they
looking
kind
here.
of self
Anyway, we're
self
going to
taken
take a
care of.
quick pause. You're on Live with me. It's half past the hour, and I'm going to find something other than feeding the ducks to play for you guys. Here we go. Let's see.
Play
Already
something on
seen you had
me.
Eli.
There's some changes headed like the Gulf Stream rising, like some gale that's been blowing off this wild bird island shore. And I can't say where, and I don't know when, but some old door's been opened in the restless shade. Poor man sagging cigarette takes the subway home. Rich man folding old regret steps on the rundown.
Just when you thought it was safe to get away, but we're
Yeah, I
back.
thought I was okay. I'm
You
back.
kind of were, but I was starting to read some comments, and it's like shiny objects. I got distracted.
Oh, okay.
Who's writing here? Who's writing what? Mandy's posting. I don't know what's going on here. So, Mandy, do you have any questions for this young lady who's a lady of words and letters?
Hmm. Uh, I really just want to hear something else if you don't mind. You know?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I would love to do another one. Now, this
All
is the
right.
one that Eli has included on his set.
All
And
right.
I do have a cattle ranch. I live on 130 acres here in Nashville. And
All right.
so we raise cattle, horses, chickens. So this heat is brutal. Brutal on me, brutal on the
Yeah.
critters.
Yeah, it
So,
is brutal on the critters. It's hot down there. Oof.
yeah,
Yikes.
and it's real steamy today. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
But,
do
Yeah.
for that when they're outside and it's hot like that? Like what?
Well,
'Cause
stay in the
they
shade, man. Stay
Yeah.
in the shade.
Yep. Yep.
That's it. And
All
don't move
right.
too much. So
No.
this song here
Minimal
is the
effort.
name. Yeah, is the name of my ranch called Honky Tonk Holler. That's what it's called.
Nice.
It's got a
I
big
saw a
sign.
picture of today.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I need all of you to help me. So there's a part there when I say honky tonk holler, you all answer back honky tonk holler, loud and proud. Yes.
All right, there we
All
go. Okay,
Here we
peeps,
go.
we're off to the races.
Okay. There's honky tonkin' in my holler. Woo!
Ha ha ha.
Oh yeah. Monday comes around way too soon for me. Don't have much time to get my party on. Headed on down to Plunkett's Creek. Stop at a still and be a little discreet. I see what's brewing down in Billy's back door. Hammer on some songs, a party all night long. I said honky tonk holler, honky tonk holler, honky tonk holler,
Honky tonk holler.
deep in the trees of Tennessee, through your mason jars with fire or water. Good old boys and those farmers' daughters getting on down in the honky tonk holler. Yeah, yeah. Woo, woo. We'll be high stepping, boots stomping, wild ass rednecks, bonfire blazing, lighting up the night. Jimmy Johnson dancing there with his ex, and everybody knows what's gonna happen next. Slip on off to his pickup bed, loving all night till the skies turn red. I did honky tonk holler,
Honky tonk holler.
honky tonk holler, honky
Honky
tonk
tonk
holler.
holler.
Deep in the trees of Tennessee, fill your mason jars with fire or water. Good old boys and those farmers' daughters getting on down in the honky tonk hollers and honky tonk holler,
Honky tonk holler.
honky tonk holler,
Honky tonk holler.
Deep in the trees of Tennessee, fill your mason jars with fire or water. Good old boys and those farmers' daughters getting on down in the honky tonk hollers and honky tonk holler,
Honky tonk holler.
honky tonk holler.
Honky tonk holler.
Deep in the trees of Tennessee, fill your mason jars with fire or water. Good old boys and those farmers' daughters getting on down in the honky tonk holler. Yeah! I said honky tonk holler in my honky tonk holler. Woo-hoo!
Oh man, all right. Good, nice.
Nice.
Jesus, man, you got a
heard you
voice.
singing.
Nice jam
And you are sounding
there.
fantastic. What a
Yeah.
voice, I must say. You're definitely,
Yeah.
you peel paint off the ceiling. I like that. in the
That's
vocal.
right.
Cool. Can
know?
you hear the guitar? You can?
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you really nice.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool.
I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
we were going
so
to maybe have to
attached- see,
blend it or, goof around. I might have moved you back, but you sound great.
this tiny little
You're-
cord here, I'm like attached to my PC.
Oh, yeah,
So
you're
I can
kind of
barely
leaning forward.
move. I got
Tonight
2
when you
inches
get
to
up, you'll be
play.
like, oh, my neck. Ah, I'm on the show and I'm like all cramped over. Ah.
I'm trying to look relaxed, but I'm like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so when are you heading over the pond?
Well, Ed, I'm going to Denmark, so kind of
Oh, okay.
pondish.
Pondish,
over
yes.
the pond, but yeah. So
Yeah, a little farther north.
I'll be there in October. Yep.
Okay, right.
So yeah, I'm looking
Nice
forward
little
to
snow. You'll have some, weather. That'll be great.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
always
nice.
beautiful, and the people treat me so wonderful, and the food.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yum yum.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, you'll have some lutefisk. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know there's lots of great food up there. I'm kidding. And some of my
It's
friends
great,
in
yeah.
Sweden, they love that stuff. But I don't know. Not my thing. I'm an Italian guy. And I like what I like. I like almost anything but lutefisk. Liver.
I love food. Yeah, and I like
I
trying
love
new
food, too.
So
Well, you do your own beef. I know my family, we used to do in
Yes, I
Florida.
do.
It's the best by far. For anybody
at
who's
least you
not
know
had.
what you put in it. You know what you put in it. You
Absolutely.
know what you're getting back. So that's
Yeah.
why
Absolutely.
we're doing it. But when you raise
Yeah.
the little babies,
It's
I
hard.
tag, and I know
But-
what they were when they were babies. So you got to get that mindset. It kind of
Yeah.
gets sad,
Well,
but
once you've kind of gotten used to it, it's not as traumatic. I know my
no.
daughters hated it, and it took a while. They thought I was like, they're like, Daddy, I hate you, I hate you. But it's good to kind of know where your food comes from. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, and the bottom line is, I treat them the best that they can
ex-
possibly be treated, and
exactly.
so therefore, there's no cruelty, and
Right, and
it
that's the
is
way we
what it
always
is.
looked
If
at
I'm
it
going to go
too.
buy a steak in the store, I'll buy it.
I would rather buy one from you any day.
Yeah.
I mean, even
So
you find out like if you have people, it's not so much in New Jersey, but down in Florida, you could go to just to the butcher who I used and say, hey, I need a half a side of beef, and they'll bring it
yeah,
all wrapped up and off to the races. I like having got a big freezer full of beef here. What I do now is because stuff's so expensive. When it's on sale, I load up the freezer. I've got steaks for a year in there. I figure if I'm starving, I know I can just go down there in the freezer and
yeah,
grab up
that's
something good to
you got
eat.
to
And
think ahead. That's right.
I
Yeah.
do. If the power's out, I don't care. I've got a generator. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. And life is good. So we're almost out of time, but before we go, you want to play something else? You're so damn good. It's better than listening to me talk.
Well, oh, cool. Okay. Let's see. You want to hear a soft, pretty one?
Sure.
Okay. This one here is about love again.
Love.
We
What's
Uh,
that?
love
yeah.
is
What's
a many
that? Yeah.
splendored.
I'm still searching.
It's not dead, but it's getting to smell funny.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
It's about a wonderful couple that have lived through some troubles and still
Right?
look to each other to help each other the way love is supposed to be.
That's true.
I'm still working on that, but hey, it's a
I am too. I
I
can't
am
imagine why my
polishing.
girlfriend would keep me, you know?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So it's called the dance, and sometimes there's just not enough words, and you hold each other and you dance. So
There you go.
she was holding back news 3 months to the day. They were watching TV when his phone rang. The call from the interview said they gave it some thought. We're all thinking you're the man for the job. He held out his hand and asked her to dance. With a big smile she said, you're gonna be a dad. And they dance, they dance in the pouring down rain or a bright sunny day, laughing till crying, spinning and flying, hand in hand every turn. Dance when there's not enough words. Even heartaching, full moon sitting low. It's hot in July. On their front porch swing, 50 years have gone by. She'd been to the doctor today and they said the cancer's gone. You've got lots of years left. He held out his hand and asked her to dance. With a big smile she said, until I can't dance. They dance in the pouring down rain or a bright sunny day, laughing till crying, spinning and flying, hand in hand every turn. Dance when there's not enough words. Even heartache and hurting never kept them from flirting. You could always find good in the bad. And they dance, they dance in the pouring
Yeah, it was really, really
That's
nice tune.
beautiful.
God, beautiful stuff. I can't wait to hear
Nice
some more.
message. Yeah, I wrote that with Alan Webb, and same with Red Wine and Blue Jean Girl.
Okay,
Nice.
not really nice,
Nice.
nice tune.
Thank you. Yeah,
Well,
so
I
you
want to
need to
dig
check
more into
out
your
my
songs.
CD.
Yeah, here's your time, man. Let's
All
pimp
right.
the
Yep.
CD.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you've got my name spelt on the show, right? I
Yes,
think
we
so
do.
for the viewers. It's K A R
They
R
do.
E because if you
Carrie
don't have
J.
two R's and two E's, you won't find me. So yeah.
We will. And if anybody's watching, if you have any problems, just hit me up, send me a link, and I'll send you a link to Carrie. And
Yeah, cool.
shit,
Yeah, I've got a brand
don't
new
be a
CD.
stranger. You really you got a great bunch of songs from what I've heard so far, and really liked having you on. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And you had talked about the Alaska Highway song that I
Hmm.
wrote, and it was on a TV show for the 75th anniversary of the Alaska Highway. So I was on it on the
Nice.
TV show. So yeah,
Right.
it's a lot of fun. It
I
talks
think I've
about
actually seen that show. I'm really
yeah,
pretty sure I have. That's the kind of crap I watch. I hate to say it, but
yeah.
I watch old man stuff, nature shows.
Well,
I
I
like
love
to
that
occasionally
too.
watch. I love that shit.
And
So
it talks about driving down the Alaska Highway, and if you never have, it's an experience you'll never forget. It's amazing. Don't
it's
go in
on
the
my
winter
bucket
though.
list.
It
No,
is.
no, it'd be like
Go in
Ice
the
Road
summer.
Truckers, live
Yeah.
with Neve.
Yeah, no, it's scary
No.
then, but it's the way God had made the world because when you enter it, all of a sudden you've got eagles flying and you've got herds of buffalo that you got to honk to get off the road.
Get
You've got
out,
I love it.
really.
grizzlies and black bear are tossing and playing in the ditch. And you're like filming like, wow, I'm just like in this super world. It's like, woo.
Wow,
And goats climbing up the mountains and it's just every turn
sure.
is amazing. And if you haven't gone, you really need to. It's
No, I
beautiful.
haven't yet. In the darkest recesses of my mind, I've fantasized about moving to Alaska and just saying hell with it. No more takeout from
Yeah.
Manhattan. None of the things like pizza that I take for granted here in Jersey.
Well, they
But it
still
does
cook
have a
really good
certain.
there.
You know what?
Except
I like
40
the.
below. If you can handle 40 below, you're tough. And it gets to
I don't
60
know.
below too. It's
That's
brutal, it's
that.
tough, but man, you put your big pants on when you get that and you see how tough you really
Absolutely.
are. You're like,
Oh,
oh,
there's no doubt. It's certainly, I think a lot of people have that in the back of their head. Maybe I'm just going to bail out and go somewhere. I've just given it up. I've had it. I
yeah.
think about it all the time. And like lately, the past 2 years in particular, I've been about the time COVID ended and all the houses jacked up all over the country, from Florida to out west. It's just like they're all up real high. And now I start to look and I watch these videos of all around the country. This guy who drives around, he goes, "These are the 10 worst places in New Jersey." And he drove to them, and I'm like, that's kind of bad, but I'll take you down to Patterson. We'll show you some bad places. But it's getting harder and harder to find a place for any of us, I think. Like you've got 120 acres up in that part of Tennessee. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
and it's beautiful,
And
but across from me, they just developed 60 acres of prime cattle land. And so
right.
when you're used to the space, yeah, I got my space, but they're in your
It's
space
right
now.
across the street.
Yeah, right across. I'm like acre tracks, and I'm like, no, how far do I have to
Yeah.
hang out and drive out? I'm 50 miles from Nashville. Ain't far
Oh
enough,
man.
obviously.
Yeah,
To get,
yeah. Well, that it's not far enough. I mean, I keep as I look and I watch these shows, trying to think about some place to move, and
Mhm.
I keep coming back to I want to go move to LA for a year or two just to go have some fun and goof off.
I live there. No, and that's
Yeah.
where I had my first band was there. I played with Carrie Park from Boy Howdy, and
Uh-huh.
my bass player, was Jeffrey Steele. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but
It is. It's a
never.
great place,
I would
especially if you have
never
a lot
want
of
to go
money.
back. It's good to
Yeah,
visit.
I love to visit. I didn't get my yearly fix in yet. Oh, I did in October, but I was planning to go to NAM, and it just kind of turned into a bunch of shit. And I'm like, God, I can't wait till NAM next year.
Well, they have it
Every
here too
time
in Nashville, right?
I know they do, but I like to go catch up with all my LA friends. Although
Oh,
you
okay.
never know, I might have to. They're different times of years. Don't they do it in the fall in Nashville? Is that
I
how
believe
they?
so, or maybe
I
it's
thought there was
February
something
or
that was
something.
offset.
Yeah, yeah.
With COVID, it screwed things up so bad that I have no idea really the schedule. I know that the last time I went was about 2019 or something. And that was prior
Oh,
to me
and
getting. Go ahead.
I am headed next week. I'm headed to my homeland in British Columbia is where I'm from. And
Nice.
I'm going to be opening for Tanya Tucker over there. Chapel Hart's going to be on the festival, so it's going to be a lot of
Excellent.
fun. So
Well, that sounds
it's called
great.
the Energy
Uh,
Capital Festival, and that's where we are, the Energy Festival.
Well,
'Cause
great.
we're-
Well, I'm going to. I already subscribed to your page here on YouTube, and we look forward to seeing you again. And if you have something new coming out, reach out. We'll be glad to promote it and do whatever we can to help you out.
I sure appreciate it, and it's been a lot of fun, Neve.
Yeah.
And
It has
nice
been
to
too.
meet you, Mandy.
Oh, same here. Same here.
Mandy's
Thanks.
also a singer, songwriter, all-around musical kind of girl. She plays it all, and hell, she
Yeah,
puts up
these
with me.
headphones
So.
really add to our look, don't they? We look,
Yeah, I
Oh,
know,
they do.
right?
We look all
We got the
professional and
Princess
stuff,
Leia buns. Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
hot
All right,
gloves in
everybody.
the headphones.
Well, if you guys out there in Radio Land are watching, we're going to be out of here, and I will see you next week at 10 o'clock. Who knows what's going to happen this weekend, but all I can say, people, get out there, be cool. If you're at the beach, please just let the asshole who cuts everybody off in so we don't all have to stay here waiting to get down the beach a mile because,
Yeah.
trust me, there's one in every 12-mile line of cars from Staten Island to the
Yeah,
shore.
always, isn't there?
Fact.
We love our guests, and we're glad they're here, but I'm also glad that I don't go anywhere during the summer at all, like that I can avoid it on the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take me an hour and a half to get to the CVS like 2 miles up the road
Oh
sometimes.
my God.
But,
It's
it could be worse. I could be living
Yeah,
under
but
the street on the
barely.
bridge, and
could
sleeping on the
be,
beach
yes.
at night. Life is good. So, everybody, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. If you're in a band, you want to be on the show, give us a call. livewithneve@gmail.com for EPKs, all that stuff. Check out Mandy's rock and roll band. And what band is that?
Twisted Ginger.
Twisted Ginger.
Twisted
She's
Ginger.
that redheaded Twisted Ginger girl. I don't know. You
Ah,
got to keep
you
an eye
red
on her.
fuck.
All right, you red folks. All right, take care, everybody. And now our new house band, Fulu Maziki. We're out of here, people.